is Derek's Repair, located in Jesup, Iowa. Contact Derek Marty for your car repair needs. Also, check out the podcast, What's Up with our friend Bubba Seaman. We have a giant picture that Bubba bought from us actually when we were doing a show up in Fairbank by Barb Prowl, and Blake is going to put that on our podcast website. So thank you. So Dale, we're at Gedney's in downtown,
and there's quite a few people here.
There is a nice crowd.
I think when people know you're going to be somewhere, I mean, they show up.
Well, they used to run.
Huh?
They used to run.
Towards you? Or?
Away from me, Dale.
Well,
away from me.
I don't know. You've got quite a reputation with the ladies, I think. So.
Thank you. To run away.
I didn't say it was a good reputation. Yeah. I just said it was a reputation. So.
Thank you. At Gedney's tonight, they are open from 4 to 8. Make sure you get in and have a coffee, a drink,
diet. You can have a diet Pepsi.
You can have a diet Pepsi. They have other things, I'm sure, that they'd
really?
like you to taste.
You never see just a diet Pepsi bar, do you?
No, you don't.
That's a good idea.
Unless you go down to PepsiCo.
I suppose, yeah.
We also have 4 artists with us tonight: Tim Kemmerer, John Decker, Rex Nielsen, and Garrett Ficken. So make sure you get in and check out their art. All 4 artists have been very kind to the Steve Brown Arts Center. They are set up as you enter Gedney's, and in the western room, let's see, Rex Nielsen and John Decker are in the east room by Chatham Street. Did you know that was Chatham Street right out
did
here?
Not. Does it go all the way towards Littleton, or?
It does.
Okay.
It does. And then in the west room, Tim is in the front by the windows in the little sitting area, and Garrett Ficken is in the back.
Tim really got a nice spot, don't you think?
He got
out
the
window
prime spot.
And see the scenery and the cars go by.
He did. Well, we try to put the better looking people, you know. Yeah, out in the front. Yeah. We have first with us, and I see he's ready. I see Terry's back. So Pete Gomer's with us. Either one of them is fine. He's one of the owners of Gedney's. So thank you, Pete, first for having us.
Thanks for being here. It's great to support the community this way and get people out and see some great art from local artists.
It's a good start, a nice crowd to start with. Hopefully it maintains throughout the evening here. So Pete, tell us about the start of Gedney's for you, about the building, and I know you were telling me there's 3 other owners. Tell us all about that if you could.
Well, it started out in 2021. My wife and I bought the building that part of the bakery's in, so the part we're sitting in now, and then the other space, but we didn't know what we were going to do with it. But we knew there was a kind of revitalization coming in town, and you kind of see that ball starting to roll in. So we wanted to be a part of it, we wanted to help, but we were just buying the building and hoping somebody would bring a retail establishment in. But talking with Chamber of Commerce, they said the number 1 request from people when they did surveys was a bakery. I'm not a baker, so I had no inklings of doing a bakery. But it was like nothing was happening, I was changing jobs, and so we decided, okay, let's do a bakery. Originally, it was going to be in the other space that's now occupied by the photography studio, and this will be a lot smaller than this. But then we had the opportunity to purchase the corner building, and with that frontage on the corner and everything, we decided to go with that and to be able to create the space because we wanted something we could utilize more than just a retail space. We wanted something where people could sit down and relax, and if you want to read a book and drink a cup of coffee or have a pastry, you want to be able to have that space to be able to do that. So that part worked out great. And with Gedney, I mean, from my time at the brewery researching names for beers from Allerton Brewery, it was always right across Gedney as well-known name in the racing time period of independence, and to have that name, it was like Gedney was it was the most opulent hotel west of the Mississippi when it was built in 1891. So that always so it was always something a little nicer, and we never did use it there when I was at the brewery. So when we started this, we had another name that didn't quite work out, but it was like, okay, with Gedney, with the opulence, and so we always, when we were doing the decor, it was like we wanted it to be Gedney-esque. We wanted it, a little nicer, not crazy,
right.
But we wanted to be, a little nicer, relaxing atmosphere, and we always called it, we wanted it to be Gedney-esque. So, to pay homage to the Gedney Hotel, which unfortunately is no longer here. It burned down in 1945. But so that's kind of how we got started with that.
Where was that located?
Actually, catty corner from where we're at. So where the Crowbar and the Malik Theater sit today.
Okay.
That's where the Gedney stood.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So actually, just catty corner from the
so
corner
pretty
wall.
close then.
Yep.
Okay.
So yeah.
So I have a top 5 for you, Pete, before we go on here. I have the top 5 best pastries at Gedney's. Number 5 for me, the lemon tarts.
Yeah.
I enjoy lemon tart. Certain times with coffee, that is wonderful.
Yeah.
And we do have some back in the cooler for you.
He's trying to get me off my diet.
That's right.
Number 4, the raspberry kolache. I grew up among Bohemians, so I've eaten a lot of kolaches in my life. Number 3, the apple cinnamon muffin.
Okay.
I love that cinnamon. Number 2, the dark chocolate cherry scone. And number 1, and it just goes back to when I was a kid, I love the chocolate chip cookies.
Oh, yeah. That's probably, that's definitely our top seller.
Yeah.
Numbers wise, and actually coming up Monday is National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day. And we're going to be running a little, it's funny you bring that up because we're going to be running a little contest for people that come in. They can fill out a form and guess how many chocolate chip cookies we've sold since the beginning of the year. So January 1 to the end of July, whoever comes closest wins a dozen mini chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah.
So it'll be curious to see how, what kind of guesses. I'm not going to say any numbers, because I'm not, don't want to give anybody a head start or anything. But, it's definitely our best seller, and people are surprised because they think chocolate chip cookie is a chocolate chip cookie. And with our little extra ingredient there on top, that just sends it over for a lot of people, and they really enjoy it.
So did you go to baker school, or did you find someone to do your baking for you? Or?
So when I started baking at home a little bit, and then we found a baker, luckily.
Okay.
So she had, our original baker graduated from culinary school in May of 2023. We opened up in February of 2024.
Okay.
So a lot of what we serve today is recipes that she made here, and developed here. But she left us almost a year ago.
Okay.
And then we brought in a second person, and she is, she's taken it and run with it, made it her bakery.
Yeah.
Doing the recipes the way they work. From what were developed by our first bakers, that Chastity has really, looked at other pastries. So we have our pinwheels, we have the strudels that we do. So many different. We try to bring out 2 new products a month. So one new type of product. So like the galoshes, were a month ago. This month we brought a new flavor of quiche. So quiche are new, and so we do a whole lot of different pastries.
Right.
So it's hard to make the menu sometimes. You're like, sometimes it's just changing flavors, but some people want quiche every day. Some people, we're doing a savory turnover now. So we got fruit turnovers, but then like, okay, we need more savory stuff. So now we do a sausage, egg, and cheese turnover. People, so it's that nice grab and go. And you can, and we do an egg and cheese. So we also try to factor in, getting that protein, but we do try to do some vegetarian. We haven't done vegan per se, but at least try to get some vegetarian items in there.
Okay. So are the like the coffees, is that a big part of what brings people in, or is it more the bakery part? Or
originally it was the bakery side, and now it's about 50-50. You look at our sales numbers, and it's almost 50-50 down the middle. But we do get a lot of it's drinks. We have people come in, but like weekends, I mean, people are coming in and get, they'll get a bunch of cinnamon rolls and turnovers. I mean, just get a couple boxes of stuff. So you never know, but we try to have it to where, to me, I'm just a drip coffee drinker. I don't all the espresso drinks, and they're good, but I just don't drink them.
Yeah.
But a lot of people like their iced lattes, especially here in summertime. Iced lattes have been our number one seller for quite a while.
Yeah. Well, I know I grew up in a time when coffee was a nickel a cup, and you just had coffee. And when they started hearing about Starbucks and those kind of, I said, well, how can people make a living just selling coffee? I just couldn't believe it. But it's amazing how many different kinds of coffee things there are that people have developed, and coffee businesses that are doing really, really well.
Yep.
So.
No, and with all the different ice drinks and the syrups you can add, so we have. I wanted to keep it small with like about 12 different, or less than 12 syrups. I think we've got 18. But then, we also, like tonight, nobody's ordered one yet, but we do, instead of an espresso martini, we do our cold brew martini. We call it the Gedney martini. So, we shake that, but we use our cold brew, which uses our dark roast coffee. So, several of our alcohol or our cocktails have our cold brew in them.
Okay.
So we thought, well, we'll try to do a little differently that way. Have something a little different, not just alcohol drinks. I mean, we do have a few of those.
Yeah.
But try to integrate it with the coffee we have. So it works out pretty well.
Well, it sounds like it's a very interesting, just because you're always adapting and trying to find something different. And
well, and that's we don't want it to be stale.
Yeah.
Even it's like tonight we move stuff around. So tomorrow we'll probably move furniture around just to there again keep it different. So when we get regulars that come in, and they and a lot of times they won't even notice it right away.
Yeah.
But whether it's the menu or just the place itself, we do want to keep subtle changes to keep people on their toes and keep it fresh.
So how's the main is? I was around here when they built College Square and they built Crossroads and everybody went to the mall, and now it seems like going back to a Main Street kind of business economy. And do you find that in Independence that people are coming downtown more than
they are? I mean, you think about Galena. Galena has a huge, kind of that Main Street, and they have so many retail places, and that's one of the reasons we did what we did too at bringing the bakery in is we wanted another retail space. I mean, because you need those spaces. To draw people in.
Sure.
You need something for them to do once they get here. So we've got draws. We've got the brewery that'll bring people in. Brick Kitchen brings people in. Distinctions. So several of the businesses will bring people in. But to keep them here and to get them to spend their money, we've got to have those places for them to go. So that's I'm very much an advocate for retail businesses, and unfortunately, in this short section of downtown, we are lacking retail businesses.
Yeah.
And so, yes, they are coming. They are wanting to do that. We need more of it. And there's a lot of great businesses down here, and nothing against any of those businesses, but they're not always retail.
Yeah.
And that does make a little. So when you figure people are walking down a block and you've got 10 commercial spaces, and they can only stop in 3. That's not going to keep people here long. So hopefully we can get some of that changing. We have a space that's a non-retail space right now that's going to be opening up here shortly that we're going to try to find a retail, some type of retail establishment to come in there.
That would be nice.
That way we can add another retail spot downtown. And help get people down here.
Yeah, well, I love being able to go from, in store and then next door, go to the next door and up and down. The last time I went to Galena, we could not find a place to park anywhere, so we just came back home. It was that busy.
Yep.
And,
Wow. Was it really?
That was several years ago now, but it's interesting where you can just walk 2 or 3 blocks and go in 5, 6, 7 different stores that interest you, and so.
The other thing that's really changing, I'm starting to see more of, is people wanting to stay downtown. Talked to a traveling nurse that comes in here. We're working on the apartments upstairs, and she's like, "Sign me up."
Oh.
She wants to be downtown. She's staying out in the south end of town now, but she wants to be down here.
Okay.
And and other people, Airbnb part of it. The historic downtowns. People want to see those old buildings and everything. So even that aspect's changing.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so how many apartments will you end up having above when you're all?
So in this
done?
building that we're in right now, we'll have 3 apartments: a 1-bedroom, a 2-bedroom, and a 3-bedroom apartment.
Wow, 3
So,
bedrooms.
yeah, and so it takes up the whole side over the photography studio.
Okay.
So we're kind of looking at that short-term rental aspect of people coming in town, and when you have a family come in, instead of getting 3 or 4 hotel rooms, they can rent 1 unit.
Yeah.
Then we found out about other possible ways to rent, as far as like traveling nurses and corporate rentals are a possibility too. And we could always we're setting them up for long-term rentals, but we're going to try the short-term side first.
Yeah, okay.
But I thought, okay, is this really going to work? And talking to the owners of the one over the brewery, they were surprised at how often theirs gets rented.
Yeah.
And when you talk to people about it, it's like I'll tell anybody about it. You never know.
Yeah.
I mean, part of it's I didn't know about the traveling nurses, and we start talking about that. You're like, holy schmoly!
Yeah.
There's quite a bit of that here, but also just getting ideas. I like to talk about, tell them what we're doing. We exposed brick walls. Left the ceiling joist exposed in this area right above us, so you could see that history of the old wood and the knob and tube wiring and the gas lines that used to run the lights.
Yeah.
And so none of it's active because we're doing all brand new electrical, plumbing, and all that stuff. But just to see how stuff was made in 1880 when this building was built.
Now, is this side of the street part of the Independence Underground, or is that on the other?
This end, and our building is part of that.
Okay.
The basement entrance is at the back. So August 16th, we'll be opening up for that, and so it'll be both sides will be involved, but there's only the one entrance.
Because I haven't heard of anybody around that has that kind of thing for people to go see.
Yeah.
That Independence has. So.
Yeah, and it's funny, every once in a while you hear people about the underground city tour, and it's like, well, it's not really an underground city. But that's also kind of the part of the fun for me is when people ask about it.
Yeah.
And I've been a tour guide on that tour for pretty much since we've lived here, so about almost 14 years.
Yeah.
Pretty much when it started, I think it was about 13 years ago. I started out across the street in the old Sanity Room, and then when Sanity Room moved, I moved with them. And then once we bought the building, obviously, it was in our own space. So it's good to see, now that we've got the business up here, people can see that as well as go down and see the space from early 1900s.
Yeah. No,
So how do you get down there, Pete, from here? Where's the steps to the downstairs?
So in the back of those chairs you sit in,
Yeah.
you're sitting over the hatch that goes into the basement.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Really? So there's just a hatch. There's not a door to go downstairs.
It used to be at the very back of the building, where our dry storage is now. Used to be a door you could walk down the steps.
Yeah.
And that's a huge amount of wasted space. So we found where the stairway used to be going down. We found the landing in the basement. So we moved the stairs to that location. Had to go in opposite direction. So they're where they used to be, but so we had to make them to code, obviously.
Right.
But which is much safer than what the stairs were very short before. In my size 13, 14 shoes didn't fit on them. So it's always walking sideways. But
it's amazing how people have grown if you look at just stair steps in old buildings. And it's amazing.
Yeah. Old houses,
Oh, yeah, and the
etc.
doorways, and so.
I've hit my head on a few of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Pete, I know you're busy here. We'll let you get back to work, but thank you so much for having us. Thank you so much.
Love to do this, and hopefully this is something we can do on a somewhat regular basis, and different artists, and do something that get more of the community out.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of people here that have never stepped foot in our store, so
good.
that's good.
Yeah.
But hopefully giving that a space for the artists to showcase their stuff. Is worth it. Even if nobody else showed up for a drink, having the artists here and showcasing their stuff has been the best.
Yeah, well, thank you very much.
So much. Appreciate it.
Have a good evening.
Well done. Well done. So Dale, have you ever done the downtown tour?
the close, it's one of these things where you want to do it, but it seems like every year it's a day or a weekend where you just can't do it.
Yeah, yeah.
And that happens to me. So when we were over at the Sanity Room, remember he took us downstairs and
Yeah,
showed us, and
yeah.
that's as close as I've been to, but I saw kind of what it, because I really had no idea in my head exactly what it looked like.
Right.
But going down there, it gave me an idea of what it would be. So again, he said August 16th, I'm going to try to come and make it.
Well,
When he said there was a hatch there, I said, okay, do you have to go down a ladder? What do you have to do? I'm glad there's stairs there because I'm not ready to go down a ladder into a darkness anymore. So
and that is our next event, the Brass Blast Brass Band. How about that, huh?
Yeah.
They are playing that day, and we are showing Mick Thomas art that night, or that afternoon
Okay.
as well, or that morning as well.
where are they playing at?
They're playing in the Bremer Park, which is right next to the river and between that hair care place.
Yeah.
Connected to these buildings. So not far, it's just down the block from Gedney.
Yeah.
Right
So-
by the bridge there.
Yeah. No, I knew Frank Brimmer.
Oh, did you
Well,
really?
I knew his wife taught piano and voice to my
Yeah.
girls, and then Frank was the mayor, and
Yeah.
she did it. She had a studio in her home, and so you get to talk to him every now and then. So very
cool.
very nice people. And she was a strict piano. I mean, she wanted it. This is the way you play it, and this is the way she expected her students to play it, and it was good discipline for my kids just
that is
to
awesome.
learn that because they sometimes wanted to improvise, but that's not the way you do it
Yeah.
with Mrs. Brimmer. So
Yeah,
what a lovely lady.
She would have been a Bobby Knight type basketball coach.
Yeah,
huh?
this is how you play.
Yeah.
Yes. And
So here's the question of the day, Dale. Is our pies,
Yeah.
are they pastries?
yeah. Well, I guess I always thought they were because if you go and talk to a pastry chef, one of the things they make is pie,
Okay.
and you use a rolling pin. You roll the dough out and this sort of thing, and so I guess I would call them pastry.
Okay.
Is there a right answer? Or?
Well, I don't think so. No, I don't. I mean, it's like it's a hot dog. A sandwich.
It's what now?
It's a hot dog in a bun, a sandwich.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. I would call it a sandwich.
You would call it a sandwich.
Well, yeah, you have meat on a piece of bread.
So then so then I would agree. You changed my mind because I didn't think a pie was a pastry, but a pastry chef makes a pie. I agree with you.
So you were thinking more of cinnamon rolls as pastry
Yes.
and cookies and
Cookies
that's cake?
and that, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep, everything that I listed earlier. Yes. So, it is. I would agree that Jesus, and we can't argue. Dang, that's an argument we
Well,
can't
okay. Do you think cheating at golf is proper and widespread?
do. Are you talking at the professional level?
Talking about our president. So,
Well, so here you go, Dale.
have you seen this latest little
Yeah,
clip?
I've seen it. Okay. So Dale, when you golf, you can play as it lays,
Yeah.
or play it up.
Yeah.
And for the majority of my golfing career, I played it up till I started playing with Rod Chamberlain, who always played it as it lays,
That's what?
as it laid.
Okay.
And he would beat me most of the time. And so I finally, at the end, started playing as it laid.
Yeah.
But I cheated for the majority of my
Yeah.
career because I rolled.
But then did you brag about what a good golfer you are and how you won so many matches
No.
and this sort of thing?
No, I never
Yeah.
bragged about it because I will die a bogey golfer.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, President Trump often brags about what a great golfer he is, about tournaments he's won and this sort of thing.
Yes.
And so seeing this latest thing, I got a real chuckle out of this. And
Timmy. Go ahead,
okay, I
please.
hope you do too. A man named Rick Riley sports guy, wrote a book in 2019 called Commander in Cheat:
I know Rick Riley.
How Golf Explains Trump.
Yep.
And quoted from that book, he throws it, boots it, and moves it. He lies about his lies. He fudges and foozles and fluffs. I don't know what any of those mean.
Fluffing is rolling.
Okay. At Winged Foot, where Trump is a member, the caddies got so used to seeing him kick his ball onto the fairway, they came up with a nickname for him, Pele. That was the funniest thing I saw all day long. I said, I got to share that because that is funny.
All right. Well, while we're here, one of the artists tonight with us is a man we've had on before, and our first artist in residence, Tim Kemmerer. Tim, come on over here and sit down for a second. Tim, welcome back. It's good to see you.
Nice to see you. Your hands all paint covered and.
No, actually,
Okay.
for once.
Tim is going to play for us tonight 3 songs throughout the podcast.
All right.
At the end, he's going to play Country Roads, and we're going to get as many people as we can to sing Country Roads along
We
with.
got a group right over here.
And then you told them they're going to sing with us?
They're
I
ready.
didn't bring my cheat sheet, though,
Good.
so.
Well, I'll bring it up on the phone, Dale.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's all right. But Tim, what will be the first song that you play?
I'd like to do one of the first songs I wrote called "Baby Put Your Cell Phone Down."
And then the second one will be
"Good Riddance" by Green Day.
okay, and then the third one will be Country Roads.
Roads.
Okay, so the first one is the song that you wrote.
Correct.
And
Yep.
people can find this on YouTube, correct?
Yes, all they have to do is search my name, Tim Kemmerer, and there'll be several music videos on it.
So it's Baby, Put Your Cell Phone Down?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so bring that guitar over
My
here.
sentiments exactly. Yeah.
There you go. So this is Tim Kemmerer, Baby Put the Cell Phone Down.
Right.
Baby, put your cell phone down. Baby, put your cell phone down. I'm begging you, please, won't you listen to me? I'm praying for you. I'm on my knees. Babe, baby, put your cell phone down. I bought the phone for you to use. Now all you do is watch the news. Babe, baby, put your cell phone down. You're watching Netflix and Hulu and MTV, but you never seem to have time for me. Babe, baby, put your cell phone down. You have it every morning when you get up. You even drop one in your coffee cup. You take it with you to bed each night when all I want to do is hold you tight. Oh, baby, put your cell phone down. Baby, put your cell phone down. I'm begging you, please, won't you listen to me? I'm praying for you. I'm on my knees. Babe, baby, put your cell phone down. I don't want you to text and drive. No, I want you to stay alive. Babe, baby, put your cell phone down. You log on to Facebook as soon as you're home, so you never have to feel alone. Babe, baby, put your cell phone down. You have it every morning when you get up. You even drop one in your coffee cup. You take it with you to bed each night when all I want to do is hold you tight. Oh, baby, put your cell phone down. Baby, put your cell phone down. I'm begging you, please, won't you listen to me? I'm praying for you. I'm on my knees. Babe, baby, put your cell phone down. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
It's very nice. Had you heard it before?
I'd heard it
Okay,
before, yeah.
Thank you. No, it's very good.
He'll sing that when we have the music jams in Jesup.
Yeah.
He's sung that before.
Okay. Well, if you put that on a 45, I would buy that. See. So.
I will. I'll look into that.
Okay. I have to buy a record player too, though. Okay. All right.
Hey, let us know if you want some singers.
Okay. I promise we will.
Oh, you will.
Yeah.
Before we leave.
Yeah.
Okay. We may have to move some music around, but we'll
do
get
that.
you over
We can do
here.
that.
We can.
Like the guitar.
Yep.
All right.
We got the words. We got
Not just a prop, is it?
Tim, that's wonderful. How long did it take you to write that?
Actually, about 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Wow. You know,
I was trying to learn another song, teach myself a song, and I couldn't, and all of a sudden it just came up with this, and I threw some words down, and
get away from you.
yeah, it was a quick one.
No, it has a good rhyme scheme. It's really very nice.
it's got
I'm proud to
Hulu.
know you. I think it's wonderful.
It's got Hulu in there. It's got Netflix in there. It's got MTV. It's got Facebook. It's got
Cup of coffee.
cup of coffee in
You should
there.
have no problem getting a corporate sponsor, I would think.
We
So.
will. You know, maybe that might be. We're in negotiations with Tim right now as far as a show song. Right
Okay.
now. That might be our show song.
Yep.
No, that
know.
could get a Grand Ole Opry kind of song, or that's a good song.
It is.
So,
It is.
Yeah.
So Tim will.
And it's topical. It's happening right now. This is a problem for people.
Oh my
I
gosh.
saw a couple in the restaurant just must have been Saturday night. She was on her phone, he's on her phone. I said, "How are you guys ever going to get together?" So they didn't really care, I guess. So.
I've got to be honest, you guys. I will go down a rabbit hole on Facebook. Like I'll sit down, look at Facebook at 8 o'clock to text our Facebook person with the stuff for the C. Brown Arts Center.
Yeah.
Then I'll look at Facebook, and all of a sudden it streams a half hour. I'll look up at the clock.
Yeah.
It's easy to do.
Oh my gosh.
One thing I did, I grew up years. Des Moines Register in the morning in your door, get the sports page, you go in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Well, now the Des Moines Register doesn't come in the morning to the door. You have to wait for the mail to bring it.
Yeah.
So I had my cell phone, so I had the New York Times games. So I got that in there in the bathroom. And so I don't come out until I got 2 or 3 of those games done. So,
So Dale, I will
There's two.
ask you.
yeah, okay.
Have
Make
you
this a proper question.
Have you dropped your
No.
phone into?
No, I have not. No.
It's
When you
staggering.
do, I'll add lyrics to the song.
But you can ask me, and I will tell you, at one time, I dropped my billfold in there, and
did?
I got it out. So,
Okay.
I didn't just flush it. I got it out. So if my cell phone was in there, I would go after it. So.
Yeah.
Because once you've changed a whole bunch of diapers in your life, it doesn't bother you nearly as much as you might think. So.
I've heard statistics that say that 50% of cell phone owners have dropped a phone in a
In the
toilet.
toilet, yeah. And
Yeah.
it doesn't surprise me.
No, it doesn't surprise
They're
me either.
slippery little things. So.
Yeah. Well, Tim, we'll have you back here in just a little bit. We may change the order because I know you've got some singers over there. Try to round up a crowd. Maybe we'll move Country Roads to the second song.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay.
All right, thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Well done.
That was really good.
All right. Well, Dale, I know you got some notes here. What do you have for this week?
Well, it kind of saddened me. I just saw it today. It happened a couple of days. Ryan Sandberg, Hall of Fame baseball player, died at the age of 65 and had cancer real bad. And you go. It makes you feel old because you go back with the 80s and 90s. I don't know where he was playing, and then was a manager for a little bit, and got in the Hall of Fame I think in 2005. But what wonderful time that was in my life to be a Cubs fan,
Right.
and just go nuts when they did well and go nuts when they get crazy and they lose games they shouldn't lose.
Well, but-
and you were so wrapped up in the players, and my kids were wrapped up, my whole family, and so it was really very nice. And so anyway, it just kind of, a sadness kind of went over me because that's kind of something that's really lost in my life.
At the
And so-
same time as they had Sandberg, they got Andre Dawson, if you
Yeah.
remember. and they got Rick Sutcliffe. You know, and it was really a special time. That was. They still were playing without lights, I believe, at that time.
Listen, I don't know if I ever told you this, but when I went to that Cubs fantasy camp when I was 61, and Rick Sutcliffe was my coach.
Oh, really?
Yeah, big. You can't believe what a big man he is, because he called the first two guys on his team up. They had his list, and they went up and they tried to high five him. They couldn't reach his hand. He says, "Oh, I need some bigger players."
This is unique. My cousins go to Canada every summer, and when Sutcliffe was still pitching in the All-Star break, when he wouldn't make the All-Star game, he would go with them to Canada fishing.
Oh, okay. Isn't that something?
Yeah.
Small world, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
So,
Now, if you want to talk about things, I'm going to go talk about poor people habits. Now, I know you did not grow up in a very wealthy family, and neither did I.
Okay.
And so I was wondering, going to quiz you, see if you have these poor people habits still, even though you probably would not be classified as poor right now.
Okay.
Okay. So, all right. If you go to a restaurant, do you just order water to drink? What about not coffee at breakfast, but like a dinner meal? If you went to a restaurant, would you order now?
No.
Do you still have poor people habits?
No, I feel like I have to order something other than water.
Okay, well, a lot of people, even though they can afford more, still order water because they've learned that really adds to your bill in a restaurant. And I was surprised by this. You'll be able to where's it at? Okay. When you order a soft drink at a restaurant, it is marked up 1,125%.
Wow.
Is what it says in this article. 1,125% markup on soft drinks at a restaurant. So they do, I know we were at the Brown Bottle once in Waterloo and had just water. And then when the meal was over, we're sitting there talking with the people we were with, and we ordered a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Well, that added $10 to our bill. I think it was like $5 and we just had one. We didn't have refill, just one cup. But added, and so it made our bill way out of whack to what I thought it was going to be. So that's the thing. Okay. How are you about turning off lights when you leave a room?
I am a fiend about it.
Okay.
There are times I'll let the dog out though at night, and for some reason I forget to shut that outside light off.
Yeah.
And it just wrecks me in the morning when I get up in the morning.
Oh yeah, see, that's been on all night.
Yeah.
Did your parents and grandparents really worry about the electric bill and trying to keep it as low as possible? I know mine did.
Yeah, my mother did too.
Okay.
Yes.
And I'm that way too. I turn off lights all the time. My grandkids, they don't know how to turn off a light. I'm behind them all the time. For my wife, turn off lights. But reporters at something called Wirecutter ran the numbers on a popular energy-efficient LED bulb. They found that leaving it on for 20 hours would cost about 3 cents.
And we're paying how much? And we're paying how much electric bill now?
No, it would cost you 3 cents on your electric bill to get that bulb. Yeah. 3 cents. So, it's a good thought. And if everybody did it, we'd save a lot of electricity in this country and this sort of thing. But monetarily, you're not saving yourself very much money by flicking off lights all the time.
Right.
Is what they're saying. So, okay. Do you argue with yourself when you're going to make a non-essential purchase?
Oh, I am so bad at it, Dale. Matter of fact, I'll go back into a car dealership 6 times before I buy a car. I need a new refrigerator right now. I've been into 4 different places.
Yeah.
So I argue hard.
Yeah, a lot of people. The guy said anything over $50, it takes them 2 weeks to make up his mind to spend the money.
That's me.
Yeah, and so it does bother you. Are you a toothpaste tube squeezer?
I am.
Yeah, clear
I'm
to
a
the
roller.
bottom. Yeah,
Yep.
I do that too. Clear to the bottom. You can still get a little bit out at the end. So
Yeah.
I think one of the things we have a soft water system, and so in the shower I've taken a hand soap dispenser. You push down and get a little.
Yeah.
So I use that for shampoo, so I don't waste shampoo. So I
Okay.
just pump it once or twice in my hand, and that's enough shampoo with the soft water to wash my hair.
cool.
And so I figure I've saved thousands of dollars
You
over the
have.
years on shampoo, I'm sure. But a lot of people, do you, like if you, the detergent, do you put water in and swirl it around trying to get one more wash out of it? Or?
Yeah, I do that. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, so those are poor people habits that
They
people
are.
do.
Well, it is.
When you're buying clothes, do you check the clearance racks? Do you buy new? What do you do?
So here's a story. When I was teaching, I would save $500 a year, and I would go to Dillard's because Dillard's had clothes my size.
Yeah.
And I would tell the guy in the department, all right, at $500, I want this many pair of pants, this many shirts, this many
Yeah.
shoes, and it was amazing. I could get the clothes for the year, and so I wouldn't buy clothes the rest of the year.
Yeah, that's kind of the way I shop too. Did you try to find shirts that would go with any of the pants?
Yes.
And that's what I always
Yep.
do. I want, that I can wear this shirt with this pant, just, yeah. No, I did that too. I went in and I did 3 pair of dress pants, 3 shirts, so I really had like 9 or 12 outfits or whatever I could
Yep.
wear. And so they talk,
I'm sorry, but to answer your question, yeah, I go to the discount rack.
yeah, they talked about clearance racks, and I'm sure Mary Bolivar Harvard, I taught with her,
Yep.
and I can't remember if it was a coat or a dress, but she saw it in a store. It was on a rack, so she saw what the price was. She went every week and looked at that dress, and they were down, took 10% off. Then a couple weeks later, it was 25% off. She waited until it was, I think it was more than 50% discounted.
Oh, wow.
And then she bought it.
Good for
and
her.
She said that's how she buys clothes. And so I always thought that was, because to me, I just want to go shopping one time.
Yeah.
I don't want to go back to buy, but, and that's how she shopped. And I know from her background, I'm sure she had these poor people habits too
Right.
that she learned from her parents. And so, it says the best clearance racks are by the changing rooms.
Oh, really?
That's what this article says, yeah. So, okay. Do you, if you go to a hotel, do you take the little soaps and detergent bottles home with you, or?
Only the ones that I like. If I don't like them, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't. The coffees I take home. I love the coffees.
Oh, do you take the coffees?
Yeah,
Okay.
the coffees
they're for you.
packaged are usually pretty good.
Yeah. Well, and a lot of places don't have them as much anymore. They have the squeeze bottles in the showers, the
Yeah.
conditioners, sort of thing. But there are people that collect those for food pantries and homeless shelters.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and so they, because a lot of times if you've opened that shampoo and used a little bit of it, they'll just throw it away rather than, let the next guy use it, because
Right.
nobody trusts anybody, so this sort of thing. But we used to use it for homeless shelters or food pantries.
Yeah.
Those little bars of soap will do. They're good for 6 or 8 showers, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
And so that sort of thing. Couple more. How about like cottage cheese containers or margarine containers? Do you keep those and reuse them for storage and that sort of thing, or?
I'm bad at that, Dale.
Yeah.
I throw them away.
Yeah.
Then I regret it.
Well, it's nice to have one when you need one, isn't
Yeah.
it? But then also you can say, geez, I got a whole 2 of my cupboards are full of plastic stuff, and I don't have room for the stuff I really need to keep, and so that sort of thing.
I try to be a minimalist, Dale, so I don't want all that stuff
Yeah.
laying around my house.
Yeah, I understand that. So, yeah. Okay. How about shopping at thrift stores and yard sales for things that you need?
I used to, when I was in college, I was a yard sale hawk, and I'll never forget this. It wrecked me. I was dating a lady, and when we broke up, she ripped into me about that. All your clothes are.
Yeah.
And it offended me, and it hurt me, and I stopped going. And worst decision I ever made.
Yeah.
I'd rather have the clothes I had than her right now, anyhow.
Well, that's good. So, okay. And the last thing, how about comparing prices per unit? Do you look at the unit cost and you say, okay, how much is a roll of paper towels in an 8-pack versus a 6-pack? Do you look at that sort of thing? Or
I do that probably about 60% of the time.
Yeah.
If I'm in a hurry, I'm like you. I don't want to shop. If I don't want to shop for a long time, I'll grab it.
No, that's one thing I've learned. I do that. Unit price is important to me, and especially if you look at like a thing of chapstick is, I don't know, 1.5 ounces or whatever. But you look, and sometimes at a drugstore they'll have the unit price on the shelf there, and it's like I don't know, $4 or $40 per ounce or something. Or it's really interesting what those things, how they can increase the cost. But buying things in bulk, especially because sometimes stores will tell you, buying in bulk is cheaper, and then they don't make it cheaper. So you need to do your own math, and you can do it real quick in your head, just round things off. But a lot of times they'll tell you the bigger package you buy, the cheaper it is. But then they know that that's not always true.
You're right.
So what do you got an example there?
So okay, Tic Tac. This container is $2.99. It's got 200 Tic Tacs.
Okay.
This has become my addiction.
Okay.
And they're multicolored Tic Tacs, fruit adventures, what it's called.
Okay.
But you can buy the 400 in Walmart for $3.99.
Okay.
I eat those just as fast, so I might as well just keep buying the 200. But if you go to like Dollar General, you can buy the 100 for $1.99.
Okay, but the 400 for $4, that's your best bet, right?
That's the best bet.
Yeah, because that's a penny a piece.
Yep.
Yeah. And the rest of them are more than a penny a piece. So.
Yes.
Well, sounds to me like your decision is made for you right there. So.
It is. But see, I used to be a Walmart hawk. I try, because I changed my diet, I don't go into Walmart as much as I used to.
It's not a store that appeals to me at all. I don't like it.
Right.
Just the way they have things. And sometimes just look like I like things that someone has thought out and placed them on the shelf neatly. Yep. And they have them in certain kind of order or whatever, rather than just shoving things on the shelf wherever and whether the back is to you or the side or whatever. I don't care. I like a place that looks like it's orderly and someone has put some thought into it. So I have more confidence that their products are going to be worthwhile to me.
I went to Bloomberry Farms this past weekend with my neighbor down in Atkins. Wonderful place, flowers and art, and had a great time. And we were on our way down there, and there was a guy walking a bike uphill. It was the day after Ragbrock.
Yeah.
And this guy was a rather large gentleman, and he was walking his bike up the hill. And one time my bike had a flat tire, and I ended up walking my bike 9 miles, and I swore to God at that point, if I ever saw anybody walking their bike, I would offer them a ride.
Yeah.
And he worked at Dollar General. And
So he accepted your offer for the ride?
He accepted the offer. And he talked about, we talked about love Dollar General. The problem being it is so much jammed together.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he says we're working real hard to stop that.
Yeah.
But they carry so much. It's sort of like the nickel and dime stores when you and I grew up.
Yeah.
They were the same way.
Yeah, kind of. And so yeah.
Did you have a dime store in Hazelwood?
Not in Hazelton, but we had one in Oldwine. Woolworths was in, But yeah, my experience at the Dollar General, and I will tell you what town this was in, but I went in there, couldn't find anybody. But when I drove in, I noticed there were 2 people sitting on the side of the building in the shade smoking.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
apparently there were 2 people working. They both took their smoke break at the same time. So the front door, which they could not see from where they were at, was wide open. And so people could walk in and out of there. But there were 2 or 3 of us in there waiting to check out because we wanted one item,
Right,
we didn't
right.
got it. And then you're waiting. And so I said, well, that didn't look too good to me. So
No.
I would not want to be owning a store like that. So, but
You're right. You're right.
but I think we both still have those poor people habits we learned from our parents, and not a bad thing.
No,
But,
no, it's not.
You pick up a penny, and will you pick up a penny?
Oh, you betcha.
And a nickel a quarter, that
You
sort of thing.
betcha.
Yeah. Well, I thought a man and his wife were walking ahead of me in Jesup, and they had tarred blacktop the street there by the library, and the guy's down on one knee, and his wife sees him and he said, "What are you doing?" Well, she said, "There's a nickel here," and he had his car key out trying to dig a nickel out of that tar. And she said, "What the heck are you doing?" She had a stupid nickel. He said, "What's a nickel?" But a lot of it, money is money, and so I remember as a kid how much fun it was to see a dime laying on the street
Oh,
or something.
yeah.
Because you could buy something, you buy a Pepsi or an ice cream cone or something.
What is the most money you ever found at one time?
I think I found a $20 bill once.
I found a 50 one time.
Okay, I found a $20 bill, and also I had a friend who gave me $20 and said, "If you see me smoking again, you can keep that." The next day I saw him smoking, so I kept the $20. He wanted it back. No, I said, "You wanted smoking to be expensive for you. Well, here it is, buddy." So,
There it
and
is.
I think he did quit smoking sometime, but not that day. So, all right. Well, thank you very much for playing
Thank
along.
you.
That was fun.
Thank you. So let's get our guitar player back here. And I believe he has some accompanist for this one. We're going to do Country Roads here. Here they go. And Dale and I may even sing around
We'll
here.
sing along.
Okay, here we go.
So you guys are ready. Hang on here. Like, you got the words? I need to find the words here. Just a second.
Band.
Yeah. Don't you tell anybody.
Professionals of can't even say that.
So,
Don't you tell anybody at church that I was singing, okay? 'Cause-
Okay, I
all
won't
right.
tell anyone.
All right.
You found the best. Did you find anybody?
Yes, we are professionals on site. Yes,
Yes, we are.
Well,
Well,
we
thank
can't
you.
afford to pay you, so don't even think about it. So
Okay.
We'll take any tips.
So if you get a
here's a tip.
chance,
Yeah.
you can
Buy
buy
low and sell high. There's your tip. So
Our podcast comes out Mondays at 10 o'clock, the Steve Brown Arts Center. Do you listen to podcasts?
Well, we listen to a lot of
Oh, wonderful. What is your favorite podcast?
Mel Robbins.
Robbins. Mel Robbins.
Really?
Yes. Let them. Let them. That's what's the name of the book. Let them.
That's it.
Think of it that way. Yes.
You know?
no,
You never heard of it?
no.
Oh, it's all good,
Amazing.
Is it Marty Robbins?
supportive,
Mel Robbins.
Mel Robbins. I know Marty Robbins.
encouraging words.
Oh, okay.
Mel probably too modern for me. So
Yeah, it is very modern.
Yeah.
Very trendy right
no,
now.
I don't
The
like
book
trendy
is
stuff.
fabulous.
I'm living in the '60s.
Well, that's the
Yeah.
problem.
Well, that's what we're-
Easy
yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Easy.
Man, don't you have any nice women you can get to sing with us? Is it
Thought I could get
Frankie?
it the last
Oh
minute.
man! Well, you're jumping all over me. I
We're
tell
very
you.
spiritual. Well, that's what they say.
Yeah.
How many episodes a week does Mel
So
Robbins
witches are
do?
spiritual, I think, but no. All
She
right.
does a lot. Does she do this daily?
Who does this?
Mel.
Oh, yeah, she's on there every day.
Okay. Well, I have to listen and see.
Yeah, yeah.
M.E.L. Robbins.
Mel Robbins. Okay.
And what does he talk about? What is it? He and what is it?
It's a she.
A she.
Yeah, she's very good looking too.
Oh, so like Melanie and what? Hey. And what does she talk about?
Oh, everything.
Improving your life.
Health.
Positive thinking.
Yes. Men.
Health.
Problems.
Healthy,
Oh, man.
Healthy living. Yes. Good
Cooking,
stuff.
name it. Health. Lots of help.
So it's more like a chick flick kind of place that you would.
No,
Yeah.
not really.
Oh.
No. You man can listen. You can learn a few things.
Okay.
Wow.
Don't you wonder what she's thinking about all the time? See, every little thing she just giggles at. So, all right, here we go.
Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go.
All right, get up just a little closer to the mic.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Can you hold on this side?
Yes.
Hold on this side.
1, 2, 3, 4. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees,
Younger than the mountains, growing like a breeze. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads, all my memories gather round her. Miner's lady, stranger to blue water, dark and dusty, painted on the sky. Misty taste of moonshine, teardrop in my eye. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads, I hear her voice in the morning hours. She calls me. Radio reminds me of my home far away. Driving down the road, I get a feeling that I should have been home yesterday. Yesterday, country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads, take me home. Country roads.
all right.
What are you ladies' names here?
My name is Carol Ann Couch.
Okay.
I'm Nancy Stuckelberg.
All right.
That's not Stuckelberger, but
We
Stuckelberg.
did the best we could.
You
Oh,
did
you did
wonderful.
With 2 glasses of wine. There we go.
Thank you so much. That was great. That was great. Oh, thank you, Tim. Well, I'll be back for one more. Oh, that was so cool. That was so cool. So, for we have another interview coming up in just a second. Blake, can you go over and get Rex for us here, and we will bloviate a little bit.
Okay, that always sounds so wicked, bloviate, you know, but,
I know it. I know
okay,
it.
all right.
So Dale, I was doing this. I need to know the top 5 baseball managers in your generation.
Oh, since I was born?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, the top 5 baseball managers in your generation.
Okay. Casey Stengel.
Okay, he was around in your generation.
Oh, yeah, for the Yankees in the 50s.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he did the Mets for a while, and his famous line there, "Can't anybody here play this game?"
There you
Was
go.
The Mets when they first started. Casey Stengel, Sparky Anderson with the Reds.
Yeah.
Oh, who's the guy with the A's?
Wow, there was, I believe, Dick Herzog, or Dick Herzog, or Dick, I know who you're talking
Yeah,
about.
okay.
He had the pencil thin mustache.
I don't remember him having a mustache, but I know he's the one responsible. There's a World Series, and he went out after every batter, 3 or 4 batters in a row, to talk to his pitcher. And that's the next year they put in that rule. You only have so many visits, and you got to take the pitcher out.
Yeah.
But he was the guy responsible for that rule change. Tommy Lasorda for the Dodgers.
Lasorda.
I always liked him. And I'm trying to think of the Cubs manager I liked. Leo DeRocher managed the Cubs, and he's never my favorite, but he was interesting. And he also managed the Giants and I think even the Dodgers at one time, didn't he?
I think so, yeah. Yep.
But I think he managed the Cubs for a while. But the guy that managed them in 2016, the catcher, who was the manager in 2000 when they won the series.
Oh.
And they fired him a year later or 2 years later. But yeah, he wasn't the catcher. That was who came after him. But yeah, that guy was really, I thought he did a great job of managing that team. So, but Casey Stengel, I thought, growing up, my early years I always thought just a fantastic manager. Though he said, the better players I get, the better manager I am. Because when he managed Brooklyn, it didn't win anything. So,
Yeah.
And so, kind of, what bothers me, I can't remember, Dick, I want to say Hauser, but that doesn't sound right. But,
So mine, number 5, Tony La Russa.
okay.
Number 4.
I never liked his haircut, though.
Yeah. Number 4, Earl Weaver
Earl Weaver, yeah.
from Baltimore. I was a big Baltimore fan for a long time.
I'll tell you a story about Earl Weaver I heard. Earl Weaver was talking to this reporter before the game.
Yeah.
And they started playing the national anthem. They're sitting in the dugout. They started playing the national anthem. The guy said, Earl, the national anthem. Oh, he says, they play that every day. Just sat there and kept on talking. So
Number
tells you something about playing the national anthem every day. Okay, go ahead.
We will talk about that someday. Number 3 was let's see. You mentioned him, the guy from Cincinnati, Sparky Anderson.
Yeah, Sparky Lyle was a pitcher.
Yeah.
Sparky Anderson was very good.
Yeah. Number 2, Don Mattingly.
Okay.
And number 1, perhaps the greatest manager of all time, Billy Martin.
Oh, okay.
Hired, fired, hired, fired.
Yeah.
I was in Minnesota the night
He did
after
the
he was
Twins, too,
fired.
didn't he?
He did.
Yeah,
He
Twins
did
and
the
then
Twins. He
Yankees,
did
yeah.
the Rangers. He did the Oakland A's.
Yeah.
He did. He did a lot of them. So, very good.
He would do anything to win. I mean, he really cared about his team winning.
He was one competitive human.
Yeah, he really was. It got him in trouble a lot.
It did.
Yeah.
It did. Would you say, wasn't he Mickey Mantle's roommate on the road?
Yeah, they were good. He and Mickey Mantle and Whitey Ford, you can read books about their escapades.
Yeah.
They were in and out of trouble a lot. And my favorite Mickey Mantle story is Roger Maris was a tremendous athlete in high school.
Yeah.
And did all kinds of sports in the Hall of Fame in North Dakota, where he was from. He had a bunch of them over to his house. He had a swimming pool. And he had some awards for swimming. He was an excellent swimmer. So Mickey Mantle bets him that he can swim faster than he can. Well, Mantle can't even swim, but they've been drinking, of course, so they jump in the pool and start swimming. And when Maris gets out of the pool at the end, Mantle's already standing there, and he can't believe that this guy has beaten him. What happened is, I think it was Billy Martin. They had one of these sticks, you out in the pool rescue people. So when Mantle jumped in, he grabbed that stick, and Martin ran along the side of the pool, dragged Mantle through the water, so he would win the race. And so,
that's a classic.
but I used to love reading those stories about the Yankees, and I was a real
great.
Yankees fan, like in the 50s, early 60s.
Yeah. That's so funny.
It was a funny story. Yeah.
So is Rex ready? Rex is ready. You got to weigh on us here. It's a busy place here at Gedney's in downtown Independence. We want to thank Pete and Terry Chastity for hosting us again, and we are here with 4 artists. We've had Rex Nielsen on with us before, and Rex is one of the artists shown here at
What songs
Gedney's
do you want to
tonight.
sing?
Well, let's see.
You need to tell our accompanist over here if you're going to do it.
We'll do Elvira.
There you go, Elvira.
Ooh, bop, bop, bop. Oh, yeah.
Do you ladies know Elvira over there or not? So Rex, how's it going? Thanks for coming back with us.
Thank you. I'm honored to be here. Everything's going great. The cool thing about this is I had 2 shows set up for this month, July, and they got canceled. And I've had 4 shows take their place, and this is one of them.
Oh, okay.
So it was.
Funny how things work out, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Because I was really disappointed. I'm going, man, I was really looking forward to those 2 shows. And I'm going, now I've got the whole month. And here it's just been bang, 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 bang.
Yeah.
This is the 4th one. And then a week from Saturday, I'll be at the Amana Colonies for the Iowa Art Guild show.
What's the dates on that?
It'll be August 9th.
Okay, Dale, you and I might have to go to that.
I'll write it down.
Okay. Okay, August 9th. And is that just one day or is that
Just
2
one
days?
day. Just
Okay.
one day.
And at the Amana Colonies.
It's at the barn,
Okay.
the big barn that sits out. Because they have sales and stuff there all the time, and it's not hard to find. If you look up the Amana Art Guild show
Yeah.
for the 9th of August, it'll give you the address
Well, and
where it's at.
Dale, you and I might have to invite your bride, and we might have to go down there and have supper that night
That is a
too.
good place to eat.
Yes, yes. So either supper or lunch, one of the
Yeah.
two. I know when we had you on the show, part of the process was we talked about you looking at the paranormal, and you did one recently. Where was that at?
That was in Broadhead, Wisconsin, at the Broadhead Manor. It was kind of a last minute thing because I'd kind of taken the year off from doing the Paracons. But a friend of mine, Greg Koss, he got a hold of me. He goes, "Hey, I need another guest for the show tonight. Can you be on?" And I'm always there when Greg needs me. And he goes, "You got 20 minutes." So I went, "That's fine." And my friend Jamie Lynn and the guy that helped her put on this Paracon were on the show, and I didn't realize that. And they were promoting the show and everything. And this is the Friday before the Paracon. And so Jamie Lynn asked me why I wasn't going to be a part of it. I really didn't say anything because we were live, and I just kind of just brushed it off. And so about halfway through the show, she goes, "All right," she goes, "I have to ask, what's keeping you from being a part of the Paracon?" And I said, "Simple, I can't afford it." So when the show was over with, we were still talking to each other. So Jamie Lynn and Greg said, "We'll pay for your gas, your food, and a place to stay overnight because we
how
want you to
neat.
be there." So I was like, "All right." And
Yeah.
I didn't take any paranormal stuff because I really wasn't prepared to bring any of that stuff. So I just took my art, and I was the first table you seen as soon as you walked in. They put me right up front. And I got to see a lot of people in the paranormal community that I haven't seen in quite a while. It was fun to get back into it. the weirdest thing for me was I wasn't one of the speakers because I was always so used to speaking, and they told me, well, if somebody backs out or doesn't show up, we're going to put you in there. I said, all right, but everybody showed up. So.
Oh, darn it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good thing. You know, it is even if you volunteer, sometimes you don't feel as prepared as you'd like to be. You know, so we were talking about this before we went on the show, Rex. What are your plans for Halloween? Are you doing anything unique for Halloween?
No.
Okay. Does the paranormal community do anything for Halloween that's unique?
They do, but it's kind of a cliche type thing. There'll be a lot of investigations going on. Actually, I've got 2 investigations that I'm going to do at the end of September. I have friends coming from South Carolina. We talked about them where I was commissioned to go do this Paracon. Then when I got there, they told me they couldn't pay me. And I'm going, well, what am I supposed to do? You're paying for my room, you're paying for my food, my plane ticket. I can't change it. I'm here for 12 days.
Yeah.
What am I supposed to do? They were like, well, we kind of, we don't have anything to give you. And I was like, okay. Well, I had met this couple, the Rueperts, at a Paracon I did a month before. I've only met them one time. They heard what had happened and come over and said, don't worry about it. You're coming home with us. We have a room that you can stay in. You'll have your own bathroom, and we'll give you a car to use. I'd met these people and maybe spent 2 hours with them.
Wow.
And I ended up spending the next 12 days with them and had a great time. And they're coming down. They're going to be here at the end of September, and they wanted to do a couple investigations. Because right now I'm just doing them for myself.
Yeah.
And I'm not going out and I'm not doing any public appearances and taking public groups around. Like I said, I took a year off. I just needed to, been doing it constantly since 2011. So I booked Edinburgh Manor for us on the 30th, and that's in Scotch Grove, and then the Franklin Hotel in Strawberry Point.
And what's the date on that?
We're going to investigate that the 29th, and I don't think that they may be watching, they may see this or not, but it's Melissa's birthday that day, and I booked it for that night for us, and we're going to have the whole building.
Okay, this is all new to me, but if you have an investigation, what do you do? Like at the Franklin, I know that hotel. What would you do there?
I don't like the term ghost hunting.
Okay, but you're trying to contact spirits or feel like there's a presence in that building or that sort of thing?
I had some really strange things happen there. The one thing was we were down in the basement and we were doing EVPs. We had our recorders going and we were asking questions and taking pictures and we decided to go back upstairs, and the basement in that place is a maze. You could get lost. So we get back upstairs, and I took my camera and I set it on the check-in counter of the hotel. And at that time I had other members. I brought in members to my group. They're no longer with me. It's just me now. So we get ready to go up. I'm staying in the madam's room. It used to be a bordello at one time too.
I did not know that. So.
And it's got quite the history to it. It's a neat place. So
This is where at? This is
Strawberry Point, the Franklin
in the
Hotel.
Franklin
Right on the
Hotel.
corner there, a
Yeah,
little coffee
yeah.
shop at the bottom, and right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the restaurant's got good food.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
we've
it
eaten
does.
in there before, so yeah.
So we're getting ready to go upstairs and we're gonna do some different experiments and stuff up there, and I go to grab my camera and it's gone. So I go, Carrie, where's my camera at? And the other two members, Candy and Derek, go, we all watched you bring it upstairs. And Carrie goes, you set it right next to mine. So we're tearing all of our equipment out, can't find it anywhere. And I went, okay. So I went back downstairs in the basement. And I'm looking around for about 15 minutes or so. And I'm shining my flashlight and I look, and my camera's like 8 foot up in the air on top of all these boxes. And it's covered in dust and cobwebs.
Wow.
The only person that could have reached up there and put it there was me, but I couldn't have put the dust and the cobwebs on it.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I grab it, and I bring it back upstairs, and I said, you're not going to believe this. I'm holding it, and it's like it'd been sitting there. I mean, there was a spot where the dust was around it. And they're going, you're kidding me. I said, no. I said, what, we were up here for a half an hour? You know, I can't explain that away at all. And we don't carry our phones when we do investigations. And we're getting ready to go upstairs, and two officers show up at the front door. They got a 911 call from there. My phone. I didn't have my phone on me.
Where was it at? Where did you put it?
It was in my backpack,
And where was your backpack?
sitting in a chair next to the checkout desk.
Interesting.
And so I let him in and asked him what was going on. They said, well, is everything okay? And we're like, yeah, we're fine. Why? Well, there was a 911 hang up from here.
Yeah, your dog was good.
And we're going, we don't even carry our phones.
Yeah.
So we're looking, and I grab mine, I'm going, it was mine. He goes, did you accidentally do it? I said, didn't even have it in my hand. It's been in that bag for almost 2 hours. And they said, well, they checked around and made sure that we were okay, and then they asked what we were doing, and we told them, and they said, hey, can we hang around with you for a little while? We think this is pretty cool. So they did. And
What else are they going to do?
Well,
and stare at the biggest strawberry in the world. And but it just kept, the whole night was just, the activity was unbelievable because we were shut in that room, but you could hear people in the hallway, and you could see underneath the door shadows of people walking back and forth. We're the only four there. That building's empty. And this went on all night. And it's funny because about 2 o'clock in the morning, they were going home. And I said, I'm not going home. I paid for this room. I'm staying. And they're going, you're going to stay by yourself? I went, yeah. So I go to bed. And I don't know, maybe 45 minutes later, I kid you not, I feel somebody putting their fingers through the hairs of my chest.
Oh, wow.
And it wakes me up. And I'm looking around, and I simply said, because we had to try to get responses and stuff, we had fake $100 bills that we were putting up. So we found out that the number that to have a good time was $500. So we had $500 on the dresser there, and so I simply was laying there and I go, madam, I paid you the $500 earlier. We've had a lot of fun, but I'm tired. I need some sleep. If you want to snuggle, that's fine, but I'm going back to sleep. And I had to be out there by 7 in the morning. Well, about 5 o'clock, I hear all this commotion downstairs. Pots and pans, I guess they're prepping the kitchen, getting the restaurant ready. So I take my shower and stuff and get my stuff together. And I could hear conversations, people going up and down the stairs, and I get downstairs, the place is empty. There isn't a single solitary person there. All those conversations and all that noise is what woke me up. And nobody's there. Not a single person. And I was yelling at the top of my lungs going, hey, is anybody here? Nothing. I was the only person there.
So when did you start doing this? Like when you were,
2011
Okay.
is when I started the group with my two boys.
and what got you into it? Why did you decide to do this? Or?
Well, The funny thing was, I was off. I was in law enforcement for 31 years, and I'd broken my ankle, and so I was at home. And at that time, my oldest son lived with me, and it was one of those nights where we're watching TV and we're watching all these paranormal shows, and for me to sleep, which was weird, I sat on the floor and leaned up against the couch because I couldn't get comfortable getting into a bed or anything. So we're watching it, and all of a sudden, Christopher looks at me and he goes, "Dad, we can do this. Let's start our own group. Let's do it." So we came up with our name, All Out Paranormal. I came up with the logo, and it just went from there. Me and my two boys, a little Kodak digital camera and a Sony recorder, which I still use the Sony recorder to this day. It's probably $6,000-7,000 later worth of equipment now that it's become so socially acceptable, the whole thing, and the equipment that's getting made. And I know a couple people in the paranormal field that make the equipment. It's not like I can go to Best Buy and
So there's
get this stuff.
quite a few people that do this, or I did not realize this at
Yeah.
all. So
It's gotten a lot bigger. Like I said, it's more socially acceptable because of the television programs that were out there.
I suppose.
Ghost Adventures, Ghost Hunters, Ghost Hunters International, and stuff like that. Which I tell people, if you want to watch them, that's fine. But it's still scripted reality TV.
Yeah.
I don't watch them anymore. For the simple fact is, I would put my stuff up against theirs any day of the week. I really would. And the drama and stuff that they want to throw in there and everything else.
Yeah.
Because when I do public appearances and I go for a group, say that I'm the professional, which there is no such thing in their investigator to take people around, I'll tell them, this is the coolest thing you're ever going to do. But it is not an amusement park ride. I said, you need to pay attention, because inherently you will get hurt, or if you do something, you're going to get an attachment because it's just dinking around. And then it ruins everything else for everybody else. So, and I've thrown people out. I've told them, if you play grab ass and start doing stupid stuff like that, you're gone.
Yeah.
I'm going to escort you out. Well, I paid to be here. I don't care.
Yeah.
So did these people, and you're going to get somebody hurt, and then want to blame everybody else for you messing around or ruining it for people.
I was just going to say, question and a comment.
Sure.
One, at Franklin Hotel, almost the creepiest part of that place is you're in a room and it feels modern. They're redone, it feels nice, you walk out, and you can, like I've walked through up there, they're very gracious too.
Yes.
Like I think I just stopped into the cafe one day and they said, yeah, we'll open the doors, go for it. And that divide, and it just that quick.
It's like it never closed down.
The rooms are all renovated, but the hallways just like they haven't been touched.
No, not at all.
It's
like it's like stepping back.
So is it just like overnight guests, or do people rent by the week or the month? Or
I don't know if they do by the week or the month. But you can do overnights.
Okay.
And I know it's sold. It's got new people that have bought it. Because if I could have afforded it, I would have, in a heartbeat, I would have bought it.
Yeah.
But not at the price tag they were asking.
Well, yeah.
I wonder
But
how
they
old that building is.
Oh my gosh, I'd have to look it up. I know it's one of the original places in that town.
Yeah.
So that was a bordello in Strawberry Point, Iowa.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
How interesting.
And it's very reasonable. Like I said, we got there and we ate at the restaurant. The restaurant was amazing. and very reasonably priced too, and very accommodating. The people that owned it at that time were just, hey, when you're done, and they're the old skeleton keys to open the doors.
Oh wow, yeah, I love that. I love the skeleton keys.
He goes, when you leave, just put it down on the counter and the checkout counter, and the doors will lock behind you. And I've investigated a lot of places, the last 15 plus years or whatever. I want to go back to that so bad, because before I went to bed, outside my room was like a little bureau. So I set up a camera and a recorder, recording down the whole hallway because of all that activity that had been going on. So I set them, and I go in, go to bed, and the next morning I get up, grab them, get everything put away. I go home, and the only thing it shows is me setting them up. And as soon as my bedroom door closed, they both shut off.
Oh wow.
They both, and the thing is, you got to hold them down for like 5 seconds, both of them, for them to deactivate, to stop.
Wow.
And that's all it showed. As soon as that door closed, it was done.
We talked about, when you were on the podcast earlier, we talked about perhaps us joining you on the 29th when you go to Franklin. Is that offer still? I've got to go confirm it for the 29th, and because it's not much a person. I can't remember exactly what it is, but I think that you get a bigger discount the more people. It's still. I'm going there tomorrow to make sure that it's all set up, and I'll tell them. So, how many are you expecting? Well,
you and
it is. I don't know if we can.
We have 4 right now.
Blake, do we have the capability of doing a mobile podcast like that?
Maybe.
Yeah. And perhaps maybe we just talk to you about it after you do it. Might be a better route.
Okay, I'll just tell them that the possibility of 6 people
Possibility.
could be there.
Yeah.
And
Sorry, now I got another question.
sure.
Do you tend to lean more towards doing photography and audio for results over video?
Yeah.
Okay. I
Because
was always curious about that.
and I've given classes on spirit photography, because the stuff that I've caught over the years, because I've always used the same technique. I haven't changed since day one to what I do now. And so I've taught classes on spirit photography, and like I tell everybody, there's a routine that I do. Even if all you got is your cell phone, you can still set it to take like 5 pictures in a row. And that's my rule of thumb. If you're taking pictures, if you're gonna go click, 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 your possibilities of catching anything drop dramatically. So when I decide to start taking pictures, like say I started right here, I'd start with you 3, and I'd take 5 pictures in a row. Then I would move to another area, and I'd take 5 pictures in a row. And because they're not going to show up in every picture, and that's how I've caught probably 90% of what I've caught on film is first picture nothing, second picture nothing, third picture, hey, what in the God's name is this? And then the 4th and 5th picture, it's back to normal again.
So is it like a person, or is it?
I've caught full-bodied people, and I don't post or put anything out there. If I'm on the fence about it, I won't post it. But if there's no way for me to, debunk it at all, I'll put it out there. And with the programs that I've got in my computers, I mean, the filters and stuff that I've got, when you got 100 different filters, and I can put a filter on this picture and that anomaly still shows up in every single picture, there's something there.
Okay.
And
It was very interesting. I did not know anything about this sort of thing. So
Well, Rex, thank you. Thank you very much here as we appreciate you showing today, and hopefully you were able to move some pieces today.
I have actually a couple so far. So
that's good.
Good. We better wrap up as well, and we've got time for one more of his songs, and we need to log off. So it's
Alrighty.
good to see you, and we'll talk before you leave tonight.
Betcha. Thank you.
Well,
very
thank you.
much.
It's
Thank
very nice
you.
to meet you.
Nice
So,
to meet you too.
yeah.
All right. Thanks again.
You betcha.
So, this is Steve Brown Arts Center Podcast Network, and we're at Gedney's in downtown Independence, Iowa, the Gedney's Coffee Shop, open especially from 4 o'clock until 8 o'clock on Wednesday. We have 4 artists with us: Tim Kimmerer, Rex Nielsen, who you just heard, Garrett Ficken, and John Decker. And it's been a fun night. We need to wrap up. A few announcements here. Don't forget the jam session the 3rd Sunday of every month in Jesup. Don't forget the artist collaboration. Although we have it the 4th Monday, we may move that just for the fact that because I have other obligations on that Monday evening. Perhaps we'll move that to another night so I can make that. That's a lot of fun to gather with artists. Don't forget our 24-hour Mustang camera sponsored by Joe's Pizza in Independence. Independence has been awful kind to the Steve Brown Arts Center. Dale, do you have anything
Nope, I'm good to go.
wrap up?
No.
Remember, I need help to meet 12 artists. We're going to have this month, August, we're going to have Pat McIntosh, the owner of The Farmer's Wife, and Elsie McIntosh, her granddaughter, at Gedney's competition at M's Coffee here in Independence. I have their pictures and I'm putting them up this Friday. So I'm excited to get that art. Remember, we're taking down Alex DeGreaves' picture. Alex was up this month, and we want to thank him for that, this past month of July. If you'd like to donate to the Steve Brown Arts Center or have an idea for an event, go to the SteveBrownArtsCenter.org and follow the link. If you have news or would like to sponsor us, email us at jim@SteveBrownArtsCenter.org or call 319-290-0241 and leave a message. Before we sign off, we've got one more song from Tim Kimmerer. So hang on. Tim, what are you doing for your final song tonight?
I'm going to do a song by Green Day called Good Riddance.
Go ahead.
Turn that on.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Life takes you by the hand, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question, but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you have the time of your life. So take those photographs and still frames in your mind. Hang 'em on a shelf in good health and in good times. Tattoos and memories and dead skin on trial. For what is worth, is worth all its while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you have the time of your life. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me on tonight.
Oh, it was wonderful.
Our pleasure.
I'm Jim Gillespie with co-host Dale Rueber and producer Blake Tempus. Our thanks as always to Kelly Seahouse and Cowork 591 for allowing us to use their podcast equipment. Thanks to Gedney's for hosting us tonight. Thanks to the artists, Tim Kemmerer, of course, and his guitar playing his music. Thanks for Rex Nielsen and John Decker and Garrett Ficken. And thanks to the audience for bringing these stray dogs into your life. Remember that each day is